Mountaineer men's basketball team off to a 14-5 start, one of the top mid-major programs in the entire country. So just how did they get there, and more importantly, how are they staying there? Randy Jackson explains as we go inside this week's ASN All Access.
Expectations around the Appalachian basketball camp were high coming into the 2006-07 season, but it's safe to say the Houston Fancher squad has exceeded even what the most skilled prognosticators could have dreamed up at this point in the year. Heading into a three-game week that includes games against Furman, the Citadel, and the College of Charleston, the Mountaineers have equaled last year's win total with a 14-5 start, including a 6-2 mark in Southern Conference play. The San Juan Shootout title and wins on the road against two premier mid-major programs in Davidson and VCU have made it fun for a team that tries to come out with that type of mindset every day. Just have fun.
We lost, to Elon and close one to UNCG there. And, we were feeling down a little bit, but we still had confidence in ourselves, and this really helps us. And now we can feel we can really play with the best in the conference.
DJ Thompson is the team's emotional leader, no doubt about that, but the Raleigh senior no longer carries the burden of carrying his team. The Mountaineers have spread the wealth, both offensively and defensively. 5 players are averaging double figures in scoring the basketball, while 5 players have also tallied better than 16 steals, a sign of the App's team defensive concepts. The biggest key to maintaining that productivity is knowing that others have your back.
It helps because you don't feel like you have to, keep anything back because you need to stay on the floor long. You can go all out, you can give 5 minutes, you may end up giving 10 minutes, but you know that no matter what, if you're getting tired, coach is going to see that, he's going to get somebody else in, and they can pick up right where you left off and keep extending the lead or maintaining the lead.
Everybody coming off that bench can do something for us on that floor, so even if from Eddie to Dante, but Dante coming off the benches, he's the man anyway, but anybody coming off that bench can contribute, so I think we know what we have on that bench.
The target will be placed on the Mountaineers as January transitions to February, and with that, the excitement of the Southern Conference regular season stretch drive. The Mountaineers have proven a great deal along the way, but they know that nothing they have accomplished so far will matter unless they finish the job. In keeping with the theme of having fun, the Apps know it's a lot more fun being a part of a championship race.
I think I've been looking forward to this for 4 years now, I think my sophomore year we had a winning season, but other than that, really haven't won that many games, so this year has just been great, just having a lot of fun right now.
It helps push you when you know you have a chance to, make the tournament, win the conference tournament, make the NCAA tournament.
Reporting for Mountaineer basketball with Houston Fancher, I'm Randy Jackson.
ASN All Access is brought to you by Blue Ridge Electric.
Coach, 2 guys that we hear from in that segment, Davis Bound and DJ Thompson, leadership given in different manners. DJ, the senior leader, but Davis Bound right now leading by example, and that's got to be nice to be able to balance those 2 types of floor leaders together like that.
Well, it is, and you would have to classify. Everybody knows what DJ's capable of and what he's done for us here in the past. Quite arguably the best point guard that's ever played here, and what he's done for our program. Davis Bound, on the other hand, was probably the most pleasant surprise that we've had in our program. Transferred to us from Hampton-Sydney. He helps us slow the game down a little bit. When we talk about speed and talk about quickness, he helps us slow the game down at times when we need to. We've been able to go to him for big buckets.
Big weekend coming up for the Mountaineers on the hardwood. Also, the Bracket Buster announcement coming up as well. We'll talk about both of those things next. You're watching Mountaineer Basketball with Houston Fancher.
Electric co-ops don't just generate power. They generate ideas. We also share them. At your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we never stop thinking of ways to help everyone be more energy efficient. New technologies to improve reliability. Opportunities that can benefit us all. We know a single idea can spark hundreds. With all those ideas coming into contact, we can create solutions to whatever challenges come our way.
So, how's your driving record?
My driving record is definitely good. Great! There might be a ticket that shows up, actually a small string of tickets, and a wreck. Back when I had insurance, you're not going to believe this. Bunch of cars. I've taken up enough of your time.
Don't worry. We can help you out.
You don't need a spotless record to come to Nationwide. We have affordable coverage for all kinds of drivers.
Then, September, which I refer to as Rectember.
Nationwide is on your side. What makes this team a winner? It's all about training and preparation to be the best. Watch them work the upper body. Look at that precision. Some light stretching keeps them loose, and they always finish with a good steam. This Papa John's team really makes it happen.
Call your neighborhood Papa John's today. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Papa John's is proud to be the official pizza sponsor of ASU Athletics.
Does opportunity have a hometown? Where does it live? Does it rent or own? At BB&T, we see opportunity living everywhere. In a checking account, a business line of credit, in protecting your family and assets and making your money grow. If your bank doesn't see it that way, you should see us. Banking, insurance, investments. BB&T. There's opportunity here.
ASU with a pair of critical league games on the schedule this weekend, both at the home center. The Citadel comes to town on Saturday afternoon, followed by the return of former ASU head coach Bobby Cremins on Monday night here at the home center. And, Coach, I know you've talked with Coach Cremins about just how difficult it's going to be for him to come back to Boone, yet have to coach against the Black and Gold.
Well, as he said, the toughest thing about his job is playing Appalachian every year. But he said for 40 minutes he's going to forget all about that and try to win a basketball game. And they're one of the hottest teams in the league right now. They're playing much better than they were when we played them earlier and beat them down at their place. They've won 12 of their last 13. They've got Josh Jackson back in the lineup, had a big win over Wofford last night and down at home. So they're excited about the way they're playing right now, and I think it's going to make for a good matchup Monday.
A lot of folks excited about the bracket buster right now and wondering where Appalachian's going to go. We find out for sure on Monday, but what are you guys looking at as a coaching staff right now, or is it even possible to make an educated guess at this point?
Well, you can, but it's still speculation at this point because you're at the mercy of ESPN. They'll make the decision on what we do. A lot will be predicated on how our games, against Furman and our game against Citadel goes, and they'll make that decision and go from there. And we just sort of fall where we may. The top 13 games will appear on ESPN. The rest of the games won't be on TV. But right now, with where we are in the standings, where we are in the mid-major poll, there's a good chance that we'll be playing against a very high-level team on the road on ESPN, some form of ESPN.
Well, like we mentioned, that bracket announcement will be made on Monday. You can check goasu.com for the latest information regarding that, as well as purchase tickets. Get out and see this team play. They're off to a great start. Looking forward for more good things to come. For the head coach of the Mountaineers, Houston Fancher, I'm David Jackson. We'll talk to you again next week.